Hello guys, this is Team Unicolumn from India, Jaipur, and we are very happy to be part of Sitecore Hackathon this year, and we have created a module to apply Google structured data onto a website. Hello everybody, this is Team Unicolumn from India, Jaipur, and we are very happy to be part of Sitecore Hackathon this year. We have created a Sitecore module on top of Sitecore Habitat to solve the problem of Google structured data. So right now the Habitat by default has so many renderings. Those render the general content onto the website, but Google structured data plays an important role in SEO for a website, and we have target that in this module to apply for some of the renderings. We have target only breadcrumb and news article detail structure data for this module, and once you install our module will create some settings into Sitecore module section, and here this modules define some of the fields. Those will be available onto a particular structured data. So right now it is only for article structured data, and on an article we can have author, we can have modified date, published date. So everything which we can have on a particular article, this module creates by default. Now let's check the breadcrumb and what renderings this module adds into the site core. So if you go into renderings and if you go into features, you will see a Google structured data folder, and there are two new renderings, one for breadcrumb and other for article detail. So let's first try breadcrumb. So for example, if I go onto this page on my Habitat website and check the HTML for this breadcrumb structure, so we can see that it is a normal breadcrumb structure that is not supporting the Google structured data. Now if we want to change or apply the Google structured data, we need to change the rendering on this presentation. So let's move to the presentation for this item and edit the presentation. Select the rendering and change this rendering from Google structured data rendering. Save it and then again open the page, and now check the structure. So you will notice now your HTML is not just simple HTML, it is as per or the compatible with Google structured data. So the problem we are trying to solve is that we are making our sites SEO compatible, and this is just an example for Google breadcrumbs. Now we will see the other example for article detail, and for that I am creating a new page, a news list section. I have already created that into Sitecore, and I have one news there. So if I open this page into Sitecore, which I have already opened, and check how the news detail is coming on the screen. So it's just an article with some news body, but if I want to apply the Google structured data, I again need to go to the presentation and change the detail. So I'm going to news article detail and changing it with my rendering. Refreshing the page, and now if we look into the data, so now we can see that Google structured data is coming onto the screen. The other problem which we are trying to resolve is that if you have already defined templates in your website and you want to map Google structured data elements with your template, so you can just go to the location where this module has all the fields defined, and then you can define your own field mappings, and that field mapping you can define for a particular template as well. The options are available as follows. So by default you will see these fields mappings there, and what it defines is for, let's say for example, headline. So whenever we are going to render a headline for a news detail, the news detail will be picked from the news title field from the current item. That item could be a context item or a data source item. Now if you want to change this behavior, and let's say you want to create a new field mapping where you want to define a particular template because that template has a different field name, so you can go into this field, right click it and select this insert option, override item field name data field. You can give it any meaningful name, so I'm giving a name override for my template. Then you can define your name of the field on your template. Let's say it is title, and then you can select your template here. So let's say it is an article and save. So now if you apply this rendering, the article detail rendering on an article page, then the title field will be used as a headline for Google structured data.